live here on Facebook and now here on YouTube. So we are live for the first time here on Guns and Gadgets, both YouTube, you guys, Facebook, you guys, say hello to each other, get along. I thought I'd come live today instead of actually recording here in the studio and then taking time to edit and upload, and because this news just hit and it's actually pretty important, especially if you live here in Massachusetts. What am I talking about? Well, I was in a meeting at about 4 o'clock today at work and my phone was blowing up. I got some notifications from some pretty high up important people that today Massachusetts rushed through some gun control. We jumped on the bandwagon here in the state for the bump stock ban. Not just the bump stock, it's actually pretty dangerous the way this is worded. But I'm going to refer to my notes that I was given so that I don't screw anything up. So today the Massachusetts House of Representatives voted on the bump stock ban, which is made up of 3 parts, and it was close. It was voted on, it was close. It passed 151 to 3. Close. So why is this news? Because it's just Massachusetts, you're saying. Well, this is in play for many states. It's actually in play federally as well. There's a bill in the Senate and in the House of Representatives federally to do this exact same thing. And if it got pushed through here in Massachusetts in 4 friggin' days, it's going to get pushed through in a majority of the states and probably federally. So this is what's heading your way. So it passed 151 to 3 today in the Massachusetts House of Representatives. It's going to be voted on tomorrow by the Massachusetts State Senate. So I already know senators who have told me, state senators who have told me that it's going to pass. It's pretty much a done deal, unfortunately. But what I want everybody to realize is how fast this happened. Okay, about 5 days ago, the NRA said that, yeah, the ATF should look at the bump stocks. They were already approved twice under the Obama administration, so what's different? They should take a peek at it. Well, the left-wing liberal gun control freaks took that and ran with it. In many states, there are bills right now looking to ban the bump stock. Now, if you don't use bump stocks, I don't use them. I don't own one, I don't want one, but it's still an infringement on a constitutionally guaranteed right, just based off of emotion. Nothing else, just based off of emotion, which is how they get most of this gun control pushed through. So in Massachusetts, this is going to be 3 to 20 years in prison for possession of a bump stock or any device that can be attached to any gun, rifle, shotgun, handgun, that can increase the rate of fire for a semi-automatic weapon. That gives all kinds of leeway for these lawmakers. So slide stocks, bump stocks, your echo triggers, your Hellcats, your Hellfire triggers, those things are all going to be pretty much a done deal. They're going to be a goner. So call your reps, call your state senators, call your national senators and representatives. You need to get your voices heard, because right now even the Republicans are jumping on this at an amazing, alarming rate. Massachusetts, call your state senators. The phone number is as follows: 1-617-722-2000. That's the switchboard at the State House. Ask for your state rep if you don't know who it is. Tell them where you live. Give them your address and your town, your state, your town or your city in the state, and they'll be able to link you to your state rep, state senators. They need to hear from us, guys and gals. It's, like I said, ridiculous that these bills are being passed in only 4 days based off of emotion, when here in Massachusetts and in other states like Maryland and New York, people have had their constitutionally guaranteed rights stripped away. Assault rifle bans, and they're not fixed in 4 days, right? In Massachusetts, we're over a year from when our Attorney General broke the law and took our rights away, and our State House isn't doing anything about it. They're doing this in 4 days. It's been a year and a half since we've had our rights infringed upon with rifles. They're not doing anything. So that tells you a lot. Michael Bloomberg and his crew are behind this big time, money-wise, and so is George Soros. Make your voices heard, guys and gals, because it is it's coming. The gun control is coming like wildfire, and if we don't stick up for ourselves, who will? Get on the phones. I have videos that tells you how to get a hold of your state senators. It tells you how to get a hold of your state house, your state representatives, or even your federal representatives. Please, you need to get a hold of them. You need to reach out. This is crazy. Kid Rock 2018. Yeah, we definitely need a change. Sorry, guys. I'm running live Facebook on this side and YouTube on this side, so I'm not used to reading comments left and right. I apologize. I do value everybody's time here in California. Hey, Tewksbury, Jonathan, make the phone call, 617-722-2000. It's pretty much a done deal. I was already told by a state senator it's a done deal. It's going to be voted on tomorrow by the state senate, and then the bill will go into effect 180 days from tomorrow and become law, and any device that can speed up rate of fire on a semi-automatic is a 3 to 20 year felony. It's crazy. California, AR guy, good seeing you, bud. So now in Massachusetts, this bill that was put in by Democrat David Linsky out of Natick. At first, he was trying to like jump on the heartstrings of all these bleeding hearts, and he was looking to ban our pre-ban magazines here in the state of Massachusetts, which California just tried to do the same thing, and they got destroyed. It can't do that, so that was removed from this bill. So if you do live in the state and you're wondering, that was stripped from this bill, but this is coming. Hell hath no fury, like Democrats scorned, I guess. It's crazy. Hanson here. Ryan, make the phone call. It's a done deal, but call them and let them know anyway. Just be a thorn in their side. Let them know that freedom still matters to you, and tell them you're going to vote their ass out. New Hampshire, you're looking good. I want to come there so bad. 4 kids and some issues where I'm anchored here, but time's coming. It's crazy, guys and gals. If you have a state militia, join one. If you have your LTC, train. Just train. Be good at what you do. You never know. You never know. New Jersey, good seeing you. I can't even tell you how disheartening it was when I spoke to my state rep the other day, and within a matter of 72 hours, this is now going to be a law in Massachusetts. But over a year from our ability to purchase ARs and AKs being stripped, nobody gives a shit. They don't care. So there is good news on the horizon. It was November 18th, I think, of 2018. Just about every single seat in Congress is up for re-election. Just about every one of them. Now is the time to let them know you're not going to vote for them, guys and gals, because that's what they want. They want continued income. They want to be, I guess they want job security. So strip it from them. Take it from them. Let's see some of these. I'm trying to read some of these comments. Yeah, that's Harrison. Good to see you, buddy. I got your email. I'll respond hopefully tonight. Just get home and I'm fired up, man. It's nuts, guys. So I know I say it a lot, but you really do have to reach out. You have to contact your representatives. You have to let them know that those of us who care about freedom, those of us who have taken oaths in the military, and we still take that shit pretty serious, you need to let them know where they stand. All right. I appreciate your time. This is, I don't even know how long it's been because it doesn't say it on the live stream. Please share this video. I hope that you can get this information out, because we all know that Facebook isn't going to get it out. They're not going to let people see this, and we know that YouTube is now removing videos that have bump stocks, and they've seriously curtailed the audience that the gun channels have. My numbers have just plummeted as far as views, because we're just being curtailed. So I count on my viewers to help get the word out. So please share this with your friends, share this with your family. Would greatly appreciate it. Bump stock ban in PA. Yeah, you're not alone. Mass, Pennsylvania, Maryland, just about every Democrat run state is doing it, and it's going quick. 4 days, like I said. Let's see. live in Maryland, but magazines in Delaware. Yeah, you know, I'm not a person who likes to throw like the fear of God into somebody, but if you have a little bit of a nest egg and you can purchase things like magazines and ammo, probably do it, because they're coming after them. Those states that are run by Democrats are going to be pushing for magazine bans, because this is the time to do it. You know, this shooter in Las Vegas, everything that he had that they can pin on this supposed incident, they're just going to try to take. So if you're a fan of certain items that you think might not be around much longer, jump on them, grab some while you can. Kentucky is still a free state. Yes, yes, it is. Not many free states left, unfortunately. We need to grab a hold of what's going on in this country. We really do. Bump stock is just a springboard rubber band. Jerry Mikulik, I saw Jerry Mikulik live in front of me practicing when I was taking a firearms instructor class at Smith & Wesson. And the guy can shoot fast. So come up to Maine. I'd love to, but I hate snow. I hate New England. I really do. I moved out of this area and went to Louisiana once. I'm back for family, but I hate snow, man. I really do. I don't need a bump stock. I know, don't need it. Binary triggers. Still not sure if mass laws apply. This is going to get rid of them. Anything that can alter the rate of fire for semi-automatic is pretty much a done deal. And the way it's vaguely written, I'm almost afraid to say it, but anything that could make the time from shot break to reset faster really can be put up into this law the way it's written. So you know where I'm getting. I don't even want to say it. You know what I'm getting at. I hate mass going to Indianapolis. You might want to rethink that if you've ever been there. I've been there a few times. Jersey, yes, it's a commie state. It's crazy. Bang fingers. Yeah, they're going to ban fingers all the time now. Semi-auto will be banned. I wouldn't doubt it. They're trying everything they can right now. So, a couple of people, I guess while I'm here, have asked me in the last couple of days what I think about the NRA's statement on the bump fire stocks and slide fire stocks. And at first, the way the press release was written, I wasn't a big fan. But I did watch Chris Cox on Tucker Carlson. He was on another show as well the next night. And he explained it a little better, basically saying that the Obama administration has already said this is okay for the last 8 years, so why should it be any different? But it did open the door, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Once people heard that, they're like, well, if the NRA is behind banning this stuff, even though that's not what they said, this is where it's led us. So you get this happening in Massachusetts and Pennsylvania and Maryland and other states, and also federally, like I told you. But there's also rumor of legislation coming from Paul Ryan, supposedly Republican, right? But it's going to be the rapid fire legislation or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head, but he's looking as well to ban something federally as far as the rate of fire and changing that. I will not give up anything I already own. Amen. Paul Ryan the traitor. Yeah, that's being nice. Let's see. Going after mags next. Yes, I believe so, Chris Barry. Unfortunately, I believe so. Seems to be... Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who aren't sure which way they feel about what the NRA said. I'll be honest with you, I'm not really sure on how to take it either. What they said at first was, I don't know, it kind of made me feel maybe this was a mistake, but when they reiterated on TV, I could understand what they were saying, but at that time, was it too much was already done? You know, did we give up too much leeway already? I guess this is what we're seeing it right now. This is the fruit, unfortunately. Man, these are moving pretty quick. Let's see. A lot of Paul Ryan stuff. Can't Trump just stop this stuff? Not really. The president can't act on anything if nothing's been done yet. Right now it's just speculation. Here in Massachusetts, it only passed one of the houses. Tomorrow it'll be law. Well, tomorrow it'll pass, and then 180 days from tomorrow it'll be law. NRA surrendered our Constitution. Florida. Civil War II about to happen. E-boy, it's not the first time I've heard that. Moved to Tennessee. It is one of my 3 states I want to go to. It is. Let's see. Bump stock, sacrificial lamb. I said that the night the shooting happened. Actually, might have been the morning after, but the video I did mention that. It's going to be the sacrificial lamb. Hey, while I get you guys on, this is the first time I've ever tried this. Can each side hear me okay? Are there any echo reverberations, any problems with the video? I mean, I know that I'm only using a desk lamp for lighting, so the lighting probably sucks, but if you in Facebook land, if you can hear me good, give me some thumbs up so I can just see it. And YouTube, since it's scrolling a little easier to read, if you can tell me if it sounds good, I'd appreciate it. Good. Awesome. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it. So it's 7:08. If you want, while I'm here, I'll take a couple quick questions. It's been a few days since I've been able to get on, mainly because I've been pissed. And I try to relay my stuff with a calm mind, so I've been kind of pissed, so I stayed away for a couple days. My makeup lady needs to be fired, I know, man. This is, it's been a long day. I get up at 5:45. 7:09, I got 4 kids with autism, and I worked 9 hours. And I went to the dentist before I got on live, so that's a day and a half. Million Man Gun March. You know, I've heard that from several. It's almost to the point where we have to do something to get some shock and awe, to get some attention. Gadgets, what's going on? Went by too fast. Let me see if I can scroll this without messing up the screen. The Attorney General hearing, Streetport 13B. At the moment, it's still scheduled for as long as you're referring to what I think you are in the ban of the AKs and copycats and ARs and all that bullshit. That is scheduled for March, I believe. March is the trial date for that, and hopefully she gets fed her underwear on that one. But we'll see. No movement since the trial date has been set, which is disheartening because here, this took 4 days to get us here with this stupid friggin' law. And here in Massachusetts, the upskirting law was passed in 1 day, in 24 hours. It was created, written, they had hearings on it, and passed it in 24 hours. Here we get our rights stripped in a year and a half later and just frickin' crickets. It's crazy. Sean, thank you. God bless you as well. Any updates on the Hearing Protection Act? Currently, it's dead. That was in the SHARE Act. It was about to pass. It had the votes required to pass the House of Representatives and make it to the Senate. But the day before it was supposed to be heard, Las Vegas happened. And the day before it was supposed to be heard the first time on its own, the Republican baseball practice shooting happened. Streetport, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. It means a lot to me. That's my first donation on this chat thing. Thank you very much. So yeah, the Hearing Protection Act right now is dead, but not really. It was pulled, so it's still committee level. It hasn't been given a no vote, as is the same for the national reciprocity. If you've been following the NRA in the last couple of days, they are renewing the push for national reciprocity. In fact, I saw one of their ads yesterday that said that, you know, yeah, you want to ban the bump fire stock and how bad it is. Now is the perfect time for reciprocity. Kevin, thank you. Kevin X, thank you for the donation. Thank you guys for telling me that I missed it. It's not my intention to miss it. These things are scrolling pretty fast, and I'm 2 phones. I apologize. I'm not too good at this live stuff yet. Also, if you, obviously, you're a fan of the channel, let me know if this live thing is something you might be into on a regular basis, because I could probably work this into my schedule a little easier than editing for an hour and then uploading and all that craziness. Adam Robbins called reps today. You need to read Cross Irons. Yeah, it's killing me. I'm trying. New Jersey here, feel less and less safe every day, unfortunately. We can't carry. You can, you just can't get a permit. So you can't do it legally. But we'll see. You know what's going on with your governor and all that stuff. And I know the New Jersey 2A, forget what it is, NJ2AS, but they're working hard for you. Support them. I have spoken to them in the past, and they're doing a lot of good work there, so they need people to pass the word and get behind them. Do you know the number? Excuse me. Do you know the number for the Colorado reps? I'll call and chew their ass out right now. Not off the top of my head, but if you just Google Colorado rep, if you know his name. If not, who's my Colorado representative, and it comes right up. Just click on it. It's just that easy to find out who your reps are and how to call them. Chris Reynolds, heard anything about the ATF revisiting the green tip? No. Wow, Robert, thank you. Thank you, man. Believe me, that's just at a loss for words. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. NJ2AS, the only one, yeah, they are the only ones fighting. So for the green tips, I haven't heard anything. I do know that the SHARE Act had, it was going to lessen some of the restrictions on some of the ammo, you know, like steel core stuff, stuff that had been thought to be the devil, but really was proven not to. And that was supposed to lessen up some of that. Then Las Vegas happened. So I don't know, haven't heard anything yet, but that doesn't mean anything. They're trying everything right now, so stand by, Chris. Competitive shooters, lighter pull weight. Yeah, but be careful. Don't say that out too loud, man, because the way these things are written, they can get into that. Tennessee, one of the 3 states. What are the other 2? All right, so New Hampshire, because it's literally, I could throw a rock from where I work in Worcester, but New Hampshire's close. Anthony Asaro, thank you very much. Got here late. They're grandfathered in PA. I don't know yet. From the bills that I read, not many of them were going to be grandfathered at all, because they're jumping on, you know, the emotions. So Dennis, the other state is Texas. Looking at those 3 hard, but I do have 4 children, all of who are young, and dad's first. So maybe one day I can do something, but I definitely am. I'm leaving the state eventually, and I'm going to fight while I'm here. But I don't know if enough of us that want to fight are here, unfortunately. Michael, are you still trying to ban magazines in Massachusetts? What are they going to do if the ban? No, that was stripped. Michael Malave, that was stripped from the bill because they can't ban pre-ban magazines. California tried like a month ago and was shot down federally. Depressing in Massachusetts. Excuse me. Shootings happened before the bills were going to be voted on. No need to bring it to this. Yeah, that's. You know, I got some flack. Hey Gil, good to see you, buddy. What got passed today? The bump stock ban passed the Massachusetts House by 151 to 3, and is going to the Senate tomorrow, where it is going to pass. And Governor Baker in Massachusetts already said he supports it. EA Boy 2600, thank you so much. So Gil, it passed in the House. That's passing in the Senate tomorrow. Baker already said he'll sign it, and 180 days from now it'll be law. From tomorrow it'll be law, and possession of any device that can increase the rate of fire from a semi-automatic rifle, handgun, pistol, or a shotgun is 3 to 20-year felony. Baker is a fool. Yeah, if you remember when he needed us, it was Baker for sportsmen, but now that he's in there, it's Baker screwing sportsmen. Let's see, can I scroll here on Facebook too? Yes. Dennis, thank you. Man, you guys, you're killing me, man, with your kindness. Thank you. That's not why I came on. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Ryan, what's going on, brother? Like I said, give me a second. For those of you who are just joining, you're on YouTube Live. They're on Facebook Live, so I'm trying to answer questions on both. Let's see. Ilir Mato. Love you, brother. Let's see. So my trigger figure can get me 3 to 20. Yeah. I told you, Gil, we're all schooled. Yeah, we are. Lightweight triggers, shh. Nothing specifically written that way, but the way the bill is written, there's all kinds of things that could be changed. Trigger bars, spring weights, stuff like that. Illinois HB 4107 bans semi-automatic rifles. Yes, let me see the name. Blazin. I do have, actually, here's the notes are right here on it. I just need time to get in front of these cameras. It's probably going to be tomorrow. This kind of took precedent for me, but thank you. I will be doing a video on that. 80% lower is going to be built now. Yeah, you should be doing that already. David Vantry. Hey, what's up, buddy? Let's see. Question. Let me slow it down so I can read it. Can you add I'm not even going to mention that because you never know who's watching this, and they might just throw that in their freaking amendment for tomorrow. Yes, you can still bump fire with a rubber band, yes, or a belt loop, or all kinds of stuff. Interesting. Anybody else wonder how a bump fire works with a bipod? I just was wondering because he had that in Las Vegas, and they're trying to make us believe that that works. Poly 80s, Carolina Prepper. How do those work? What's shoot me a message. Let me know how those work out. Supreme Court will put a stop to this when it's challenged. That's the thing. When it's challenged, somebody's gonna put up the money, somebody's gonna put up the time and get it challenged. So belt loops will be outlawed due to their ability to increase rate of fire. Belt loops, yeah. Rubber bands. Please make a video on Glocks pertaining to mass and private sale on Glocks. Also update the AR ban. We already did the update on the AR ban. It's staying the way it is until March when it's scheduled for a trial. Glocks, as far as Glocks, you can get any Glock you want in this state. Now, I know right away everybody's like, no, you can't have anything like Gen 4 or 5. Yes, you can. The roster here in Massachusetts for the approved firearms roster is only what people can sell as an FFL. There are still legal, totally legal ways of getting a Gen 5, as long as you know exactly what you're doing. You just got to follow the law. And I might be purchasing a Gen 5, so I'll show you one day. Can you sell a bump stock to someone in another state? Today? Yeah, because it's just an accessory. It's plastic. Yeah. But not for long, probably. Like I said, don't forget this bill that passed here in Mass is also federal in both houses right now. Why do they want to take our guns so badly? These politicians don't generally care about our safety. Yeah, it's not about the guns, it's about the control. They are trying to get us to believe a lot of BS. Gonna make bipods illegal now also. I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it. I'm sorry guys, trying to get as many as I can. Goal. Carlos, if you're referring to Goal here in Massachusetts, they did make a statement about bump stocks, and they are doing the same thing I'm doing, is trying to get people to call their state senator. 617-722-2000. That's the switchboard. Call them. I know it's coming for a vote for them tomorrow. I've already been told so much, and I know it's going to pass, and I know Baker's signing it. But call your state senators, call your state reps, and let them know exactly how you feel. Let them know you'll vote against them. You know, let them know what freedom is, and let them know what the Constitution is. But do it respectfully. If you call them like a crazy animal, you're going to get shut off, you're going to get blocked, and you'll never get their ear again. So just do it respectfully. John Z, what's up, brother? Is my thumb still legal? I don't know. What state you live in? Let's see. Chris Reynolds, bump stocks probably wouldn't work well with a bipod. Yeah, I don't think they would work with a bipod. At least, just like you said, it's a waste of ammo. That's the thing. Like, there's so much stupidity going around. I put a video out on my my Facebook and my Twitter the other day of an Ohio news broadcast where somebody shot a watermelon with a 12 gauge, but the lady on the news said, "Oh, he's shooting this with an AR-15." So they're trying to get people to believe that a shotgun and the immense power behind a 12 gauge slug at close range is an AR-15, and people are buying it, man. They're like, just eating it right up. What is your background? Former Leo? Yes, former Leo, 13 years, now in the private sector. I have a Gen 5 Glock in Worcester. They're totally legal. You just can't buy them from a gun dealer as a whole gun. As a whole gun. Pre-ban mags. Antifa members are privately praising the Las Vegas shooter as a hero in the effort to dismantle Second Amendment. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. Let's see, who could challenge the AG and Charlie Baker? The way Massachusetts is set up, they're both constitutional officers. They kind of both have the same amount of power, so nobody, unless they get sued by the SJC or even federal. I don't care about bump fire, it's a principle. Ryan, exactly. It's a right, you know. Some people have the, I mean, people have the right to dye their hair and pierce their face and stuff. Maybe I don't like that, but I'm not here grandstanding to try to get, you know, pierced asses illegal, right? Deplorable, what's up, brother? Let's see, I'm trying to read these and go by quick. 4,292 years. At 60 casualty mass shootings every day for a year, it would take 4,292 years to reach the number of deaths caused by gun control and communists in the 20th century. I know, yeah, it's amazing, but people don't think that way. That's common sense. And even when I taught on a regular basis, I used to always say if I could teach common sense, I'd be a billionaire. Supreme Court needs to step in. They can't step in until something makes it to them first. So we need people we need constitutional attorneys who aren't in it for the dollar and who are willing to do this stuff and do what's right. Mandalay Bay will match dollar for dollar as employees and service crews and release. You're not far off, brother. Could the Supreme Court overturn his stuff down the road? If it makes it to them, Michael. It has to make it to them. The Supreme Court can't do jack if a court case isn't brought to them. In order to get to them, I mean, you just can't say, like, I think the company that made this light robbed me, I'm going to go sue them in SCOTUS. You can't do that. You got to work your way up and appeal all the way up. What would General Patton say about the anti-gun atmosphere? We all know what he would say. Let's see. Might have missed it, but where do you think the NRA will draw the line? Man, I don't know, G. Powell. I really don't. And, you know, I'm not somebody who, John Browning's ghost. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. I don't know what I don't know what their end game is. I would like to think that the NRA is being, like they're playing chess while the rest of the gun control people are playing checkers. That's what I want to think and I want to believe. But I don't know. I would hope so. I would hope that, you know, something's going on their end that's going to make us, like, a month from now say, man, I'm glad they did that. I don't know. But, you know, and then there's a part of me that says, you know, did they just throw this one out there as a sacrificial lamb? We talked about that earlier. I really don't know. And I wish I did. I wish I felt a little better about the situation. Thank you for everything you do, brother, always. Chico Montana, thank you very much. I appreciate it. NRA likes money. Yeah. All right, so this is funny. I got a call today from the NRA and looking for money, of course. So after the lady calls, and no, it's not her. You know, she's not the one making decisions. She's just someone whose job it is to call and solicit for money. So she calls, and I let her read her script, and it's obvious she's reading a script, and you know, and she's, are you upset with the division between the two parties? Yes, ma'am, I am. And she says, you know, are you aware that Michael Bloomberg is uniting everybody right now and against guns? Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm very much aware of that. And then she says, you know, are you aware that, you know, the strongest backer, I forget what her words were, but like the strongest opponent to them is the NRA. And I said, are you aware that there are people like myself that has a channel like this that are actually putting news out on a regular basis? And well, obviously she wasn't. And I told her that I wasn't a big fan of what happened this week, and I wasn't going to give another nickel because I just spent a ton of money becoming a life member. And she didn't want to talk after that again. But Jared, sorry, join late. Summary. Jeff Ritz, Massachusetts. If you live here, the Massachusetts House voted 151-3 to ban bump stocks and anything that can increase the rate of a semi-automatic weapon, shotgun, rifle, and pistol. It's going to the state senate tomorrow. Governor Baker has already said he'll sign it, and the state senate has already said that they were pretty much good to go on it. It's going to be a 3 to 20 year felony, and it'll go into effect 180 days from the approval of Baker. And that could be as early as tomorrow. NRA is compromised. A lot of people say that. These Antifa groups supposedly are going to be major cities with guns. Yes. November 4th, if you're not aware, check out a video on my channel that I did. November 4th is the day that they're planning all kinds of riots in the cities around the country. Sorry guys, this is going quick. Mike Gunner, thank you. I was trying to get my way to that, but I got sidetracked with answering a lot of questions because I want you guys to know that I'm thankful you're here. So everybody's bugging out about, and don't take this the wrong way, for anybody who experienced Las Vegas, whether there were lost lives, injured, or just PTSD from experiencing some of the stuff. My heart goes out for those people, and but more than 3 times that amount of people are already dead in Chicago. More than that, we'll be up to 59 or 60. So I think Chicago's like 470 that are dead this year in Chicago, and nobody. I mean, that's crickets. Crickets. It's crazy. Somebody said I'm a damn liar. Kim Radin, damn liar. All right, tell me what I'm lying about. Prove me wrong. If you're talking about me, if you're not, sorry. Yeah, prove me. Tell me what I'm lying about. I'm here live. He's a Mason. Who's a Mason? Not me. Came in late. What's the plan with the pre-bans? Michael, pre-bans were stripped from the bill. They're staying away from that because they found out from California getting their ass handed to them. They can't do it. Does that mean lighter trigger kits as well, Daryl? They haven't said so, but probably. It's kind of vague, and it's left vague for a reason. Wasn't it something less than 5% of gun deaths? Yeah, less than 5% of gun deaths from rifles. You are right. This number is very small. Kim Radin's a liberal. Let's see. Anything about SB 1330? Before I would say that, I wanted to follow up on it before I could give you the absolute answer, and I don't have my laptop here in front of me. I just was pissed, so I went live with this stuff. Do you have any trolls? I got a couple, yeah. But I guess that means that more people are watching my videos, so. No problem. Dianne Feinstein. Yes, she's looking. She was actually interviewed. Dianne Feinstein, for those of you who don't know, is a senator from California who was the quarterback behind the first assault weapon ban in the Clinton era. She has said that there was probably no law that could have prevented what happened in Las Vegas, but she still wants to ban weapons, and she wants to push for gun control. That tells you everything you need to know. Ignore the haters. I do my best, but you put your heart and soul into something, sometimes they get under your skin. Thank you, Kenneth. Yeah, be careful not to feed them anything. That's not what I'm here to do. Eugene, grandfather clause, regards to what? We've talked about a couple things. If you can let me know what you're asking about. If you mean the bump stock, from what I read, no. It's just any and all of them are going to be 3 to 20 years in prison. All right, Dante, have a good night, my friend. Have a good night. Yes, Dianne Feinstein did say she would take away all the guns if she could tomorrow. Good luck. Let's see. Can Trump do anything about this? If it was to make it to his desk, but if it doesn't get to the desk, no. Perhaps you should run for office. I have thought about it a lot. Maybe one day. A, don't have the financial backing. B, I honestly wouldn't know how to do it, so I'd have to research the hell out of it. And C, my state rep and my state senator are doing a hell of a job. Both shooters, both gun guys. So it'd be hard for me to tell them they're not doing the right thing, and I think they are. Good education. Pepe, thank you, man. Thank you. Run for AG. It's funny. The AG is the top cop in the state, yet has no police experience or training. Isn't that crazy? Enforcing the laws. It's just a lawyer. That's all it is. It's a lawyer. All right. I'm getting something that's saying my connection is starting to get bad. If that's true, let me know. Let me know. That's only on the YouTube side. So tell me how it is. YouTube's slowing down the connection. Yeah, I wonder why, because my Wi-Fi is super fast here. I wonder why they're slowing it down. Bonfires are a bit of a joke. Pointless. Slippery slope. What are they going to have next? Yeah, for somebody who doesn't use them, like myself, I don't use them either, but just because I don't want to use it doesn't mean that I'm not going to stand for it, because, it is still one of our rights that's being infringed upon based off of emotion. North Northampton. Nick, thank you. Let's see. Oh, you Real, I saw your email today. Thank you. I will definitely get back to you. I'm gonna take you up on that. More than likely, as long as my schedule and your schedule matches. Thank you. What do you do when your state reps already on the right side? I know, exactly. Well, here in Massachusetts, it's liberal. So, you know, all you can do is when your state rep is on the right side of your views, let them know, constantly let them know that you're behind them. Let them know what you think of certain bills. Ask for their opinion. Get behind them. Otherwise, if you don't hear, think about it as you're growing up. If you don't hear you're doing the right thing enough, you eventually stop caring about doing the right thing. So stay on them. Let's see. Is there anyone fighting for our rights in Massachusetts? Goal, Gun Owners Action League. There are some Republicans in the state house and state senate. However, they're, you know, extremely outnumbered. You got folks like myself, Liberty Doll. She's another YouTuber who spreads the good word. Spread our stuff, please. We got to spread the word. And you know, YouTube and Facebook are probably hating that there's this many people watching this right now. Please spread the word. Brian Harris, New Hampshire's a good place. Binary triggers. So the federal bill, binary triggers are out. Excuse me, my eyes itchy. Massachusetts was written vaguely, so they're probably out too. Anyone else pissed the NRA over bump stocks? Yeah, a lot of people are, Ray. A lot of people. When is Gold going to not up on the AR ban? Actually, Gold's done a lot for the AR ban. A lot of the stuff they've done, they can't talk about right now because they actually have a case pending in court. It's in litigation, so they can't talk about it because it can be used against their case. They have done a lot, and they're right where they need to be. So don't give up on them yet. You know, don't give up on them. They've done a lot. Anything I can do to help you, let me know. You're going to call a couple times this week. Rich, thank you, man. I appreciate it. You're not too far from here. I appreciate your support. I always like seeing your name and in any video I put up, and glad you're here. Shout outs to everyone in New Hampshire. I was just in New Hampshire the other day and went to just over the line to Hooksett. Gonna ban my trigger finger. Eric, don't be surprised. Alright, y'all, we're 42 minutes into this. I thought this was going to be like a 3-minute thing, but I've really enjoyed this Q&A part. One more from each side, so let's see. Let's try to get a good one here. When is Maura Healey due for re-election so I can make sure she gets a nah vote? Next year, I believe, if I'm right. Because there are already people right now talking about running against her. So I believe it's next year she's up. Who were the 3 nays? I don't know who the 3 were. Because like I said, I made a couple phone calls on the way home from work and got an update from Goal. And just came live. I will try to find out who the 3... I think I have an idea who the 3 nays were, but we'll see. Has the NRA abandoned mass? Sean, good question. I'm going to tell you no. And not everybody's going to think the way I am, but let me explain. So Goal is the state arm of the NRA, for lack of a better description. NRA does the federal, and each state has their own local. Could the NRA do more in Massachusetts? I believe so, and so do many other people. But they are here. I've been meetings where they were there. I've been at meetings where they were told they're not doing enough, and I've heard their response to that stuff. So let's see if they start to follow through with some of the things they said they were going to do. So we'll just leave it like that. But they haven't given up on us totally. But Goal is the one who has to fight in the state. NRA does the federal stuff. All right. What's the probability of this? Oops, sorry. What's the probability of this becoming law and will be challenged in SCOTUS? All right, so the bump stock ban, count on it. And state levels and federal levels pretty much count on it. And Can it be thrown out by SCOTUS? Absolutely, if it gets there. But it's got to get there. Alright, so it's 7:38. I need a beer. It's been a long day. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for sharing my videos, watching my stuff. I appreciate more than you know. You believe me, your comments, while I might not respond to every single one of them, I read every one of them, and it takes me a while to get to all the emails and stuff, but thank you. I read every one of them, and they mean a lot to me, so thank you very much. Super Pickle, thank you, man. Thank you. Fellow Mass Leo. Awesome. Be safe, brother. Make it home every night. So thank you all. I appreciate your support more than words can say. And we'll do this again. I had fun. We'll do this again. And look forward to putting some more videos out about this craziness. Everybody have a good night. Until we see each other again. Be safe. Stay vigilant. Carry a weapon. Good night, everybody. Take care.